Over a week ago, when I finished my hardcore challenge, we immediately gave myself another challenge, and that was to get to Ubers and defeat the Uber bosses on a character. So basically, a zero to hero character. And when we determined that, we selected the Paladin build. My chat exploding and telling me that I had to go Paladin. The Smiter, the Blessed Hammer Paladin was the only build that would make it easy for myself to beat the Uber bosses and not deal with so much of the immunity issues when you got to hell. But basically, they recommended that build because it was meant to defeat the Uber bosses. So we embarked on that journey little over 4 days ago, and I'm talking playtime. I'm not talking actual IRL days. So we embarked on this journey, and I have played the Paladin build before, and I have to say I had a really good time. And although we never did get far with the Paladin build because I was playing hardcore, I did really enjoy the early and mid game. Holy Fire is like a beast and have no issues clearing the map, whether it's at P8. So I was looking forward to it. And we started leveling and we created the 30-day Uber challenge. So we started on this journey. And as you can see here below, I respect to Blessed Hammer. And that's when things started to really slow down. I became very frustrated. And as anyone that has played the Paladin will know, it really is, in the beginning, if you haven't played Blessed Hammer, it really is a unique art to understand the pattern of the hammers, where to position yourself with the enemies to ensure that your hammers are hitting and killing the enemies. And also, when you're in areas where there are close quarters, narrow hallways, it makes it very difficult with the swinging of the hammers, hitting walls, not hitting the enemies. Anyway, all this leading to the fact that it makes for, let's just say, something that really tests your nerve. And for me personally, I hit that wall the last 2 days of grinding the Paladin and the Blessed Hammer build. It was very, very, very frustrating. The other problem during my playthrough so far is the fact that we had a crystal sword drop. And we were debating, I was still in Nightmare, and we were debating whether or not the sword would be able to be a 4-socket with the Larzook quest. And we looked into it, and we thought that if I did the socketed Larzook quest, that the crystal sword would be a 4-socket. It would give me back a 4-socketed sword. So we went ahead and did that with the crystal sword, only to find out that it wasn't. And I got back a crystal sword with 3 sockets. So not only did I not get my 4-socketed crystal sword, I also burned the option of turning something into a 4-socket to give me my spirit base and spirit item, which is really needed with the Paladin build. Actually, you need to make a spirit shield, and you need to make a spirit weapon. That's recommended with the Paladin build. So we were up, what's Creek, and it wasn't until we got to Nightmare and we decided to farm Eldridge. Now, at this point, I had a 4-socketed shield in my inventory, and I didn't want to use it because there was no reses on it. Rookie mistake. And chat convinced me to make a spirit shield out of it because the FCR and the reses would come inherently in the spirit shield. So I reluctantly did that, but thank God chat convinced me to do it, because as soon as I got the FCR spirit shield, obviously the faster cast rate, the reses, I got more mana, on and on, hit recovery. So things drastically started improving from that point forward, and the hammers were coming out and casting quicker. Things started to pick up, and then we went and farmed Eldridge and Nightmare just to level up a little bit more. I believe I was in the 60s, low 60s, level wise, with only one spirit shield, no spirit weapon. But that's why we were farming, not only for XP, but hoping maybe we would get a base for a spirit weapon. So we put it on to player 8, and we farmed Eldridge, I would say, for about 30-45 minutes, and unbelievable. I literally jumped into the air when I saw that crystal sword on the ground. And when I picked it up, I'm like, please let it be a 4-socket. And sure enough, bingo bango, a 4-socketed crystal sword. We immediately went back to the base, and we created another spirit, this time for my weapon. So now I had a spirit weapon, a spirit shield, and we were going to town now. And the difference with Blessed Hammer was day and night with the 2 spirits now equipped. The FCR, like, it's just the casting much quicker. Blessed Hammer flying all over the place. So we farmed Eldridge a little bit more, and it was very obvious how much quicker everything was. And things started to pick up quickly. And I have to say, at this point, I was very happy, obviously, and I wasn't questioning whether or not to continue playing this build, because I have to say, prior to me going live, I was contemplating, and actually I do state in the beginning of my live stream that if things don't change, I am going to change characters. Thankfully, things picked up, and that's not necessary. So I think moving forward from now on, things are really going to pick up. The speed of my playthrough is going to get much quicker. I feel a lot more confident. I'm getting a lot more used to the Blessed Hammer build. So my hope is that things are really going to pick up, and we're really going to put a challenge on this 30-day Uber challenge. We are currently in Act 5 in Nightmare. I think we just hit level 65. With the 45 minutes of farming Eldridge, we bumped up 4 or 5 levels really quick. I probably do want to be in the 70s, as close to 80 as possible, going into Hell. So we still have Act 5 to finish on the next stream, and we'll be going into Hell. We might have to stop to do a little bit of XP grind, get some levels, but we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to report in on my 30-day Uber challenge. Things are looking up and getting better. Obviously, my inexperience, not only in playing the Blessed Hammer build, but also I'm 3 months new to the game. But thank God, my community, my chat, they're unbelievable. They're really doing a great job in guiding me and helping me pick and choose how to navigate this build. I'm really blessed having them alongside me and helping me every step of the way. But I just wanted to create this video to share with everybody what's going on with the 30-day challenge. It looked like we were definitely walking through the mud, and at one point it looks like I was going to throw in the white towel. But after doing a double spirit with the shield and the weapon, the blessed hammers are flying. I'm getting a lot more comfortable. Things are elevating. I'm feeling really good. Who knows? Maybe it'll take a turn for the worse, but right now things are looking really good. And I just wanted to let everyone know the 30-day Uber challenge is still on. We, who knows if we can make it? There's still a lot to go. This is just the beginning of a very long and tough challenge, but time will tell. Anyway, share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. That Larzook was a big setback, but we surpassed it now by getting the 4-socket crystal sword to drop at Eldridge. So, anyway, that's old news. The good news is we got two spirit equipped, and we're good to go. And so let me know what your thoughts are. Have you played the Blessed Hammer build? Let me know what you think. Have you completed Ubers with it? Let me know how that experience was. I'd love to hear all your comments and feedback. Anyway, if you can find it in your heart to like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.